Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm Kurt WALBECK. To create opportunities for individuals experiencing disabilities to live their best life by achieving their goals, connecting with their community, and achieving their independence. Now that's the mission of a Green Bay, Wisconsin-based company called Aspiro. Now their main focus is actually to pair employers with employees with disabilities. But over the last couple of years, they've also added another goal to that mission, and that's help introduce some of these individuals back into the outdoors. On this week's episode, we get a chance to head out on a deer hunt. Now, Wings Over Wisconsin and Porterfield's Trophy Whitetails have created an opportunity for one of Aspiro's clients to experience a whitetail hunt. Now, they're getting ready to head out on hunt, so let's catch up with Todd and his mentor, Tyler, right now.
We're going to shoot 2 times before we go out there tonight.
Oh.
Okay? So right now I want you to eye up that white target there.
I don't know about this. Well, we'll look and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It looks like, see what I tried to, I tried to
Might have ripped open the sand
on the
bank
middle
a
of that
little
white, what it is out there. Whatever it is. We'll see what it looks like.
For a while I was the job site supervisor at Metalcraft Mint, and that was Metalcraft Mint's like the first job site that kind of got the group support employment right at, on its feet. And Todd was one of the first individuals to join the program, and he was someone that I get to work with a lot, and he's a great guy, and I think over time he's definitely warmed up to people, and for the most part he's just kind of focuses on the work. He does a really good job, and then at the end of the day clocks out, then another day comes, and I think socially that he's if something sparks his interest, he'll join in.
I don't have to shoot anymore. That's good enough. You could shoot. Once you take a couple practices, you probably get it done with bullseye. You're better shot than I am.
You're the one shooting the deer, man.
I am?
Yeah, you're the one shooting the deer. Yeah, they won't let me shoot.
There's only one gun?
Yes, sir. It's all for you, man. Over time, I tell them, how I like to go hunting and where I hunt, or like growing up, memories that I'd shared with my old man, and so then he's like, his eyes lit up, he was smiling, he's just like, oh yeah, deer hunting, fishing, like it's probably been about 25 years since I've done that. Would go with my dad and use my Winchester 30-30 lever action, and he's like, yeah, one year at deer camp we came home with 2 deer. That was a big deal, and so I thought that was really cool that he would share all of that, and just how excited he was. And Todd over time, he would tell me how he actually, like, in his own time, he loves to read books. He loves to practice his guitar. He likes to play his guitar. And then he also likes to search for like change on the road or something, like spare change or something. He's like, I found a couple nickels and dimes this week, and nothing the other night. And, but yeah, he's a great guy, great worker. I really get to, see him and sit next to him in the stand. Like that was really cool. And Don was joking up the store. Like that was a really good time, cool experience.
we're Aspiro, and we've been around since 1967, so been around for a while. Our buildings here, like we're at right now, we've been doing in-house work. That's primarily what we've been doing for like the first 55, 60 years that we've been in existence. And you know, where we talk to Casey, that's the work area that it's been for, you know, 40 years, and that's where everyone's pretty much worked. In the last 2 years, we started 2 brand new programs that are designed to really get our folks out in the community and really work towards independence and showcasing the capability that they've had for a lot of years here. You know, the 2 programs are Building Full Lives and the other is Group Supported Employment, and they kind of both work into this story real well, because it's kind of with one the other one, and Building Full Lives is something, you know, we've been doing things like that, just like what it sounds like. We're working on helping people live their best lives. It's one of Aspiro's core values, is we want to help our clients live their most meaningful, best lives. But then adding that, you know, in the community, building independence. So Building Full Lives is to make connections in the community. It could be work, it could be volunteering, but it also could be hunting, it also could be outdoors. And we've been doing outdoors related things at Aspiro now, even though we haven't had that new program, we've been kind of working towards that for the last decade or so. So there really is kind of more of a backstory to, you know, how this started and how the hunts all came about. And you know, originally we did a lot of fishing outings because that was what I personally knew how to do. We took a lot of our clients in big groups. We would take, you know, at first 10, but then up to as many as 40 people out fishing. And through those connections, you know, or those outings, we met some people. And one of those people happened to be a volunteer that was a member of Wings Over Wisconsin. And then after talking to him and meeting some other members of the club, they suggested, why don't you guys take people out hunting? And that was a conversation that, you know, definitely didn't just happen in one day. It was something that started about 8 years ago.
I'm the Human Resources Manager for Meadowcroft Mint. We are based in Green Bay, and the company's been around since 1948. And it was just over 2 years ago that we started working with Aspiro and bringing their clients on site. So what Meadowcraft does is we specialize in custom design recognition medals and medallions. And what I have behind me is a great example on something that's a great fit for Aspiro. They've been coming since October of 2020. In fact, we were one of the first companies that partnered with Aspiro in this program to bring their clients on site into the community and work. And it's a delight to have them here. They're fun. There's always 4 of them, and then they come with their appropriate job supervisor, if that's Tyler or if that's Michael. And our obligation is to make sure that they have work appropriate for them to do. And then Michael or Tyler will take care of the training and making sure that they keep on pace with what we need to have done. But Todd's been one of the first ones here for the last 2 years. Although he doesn't say much, I'm pretty sure he enjoys it. He keeps to himself. Cindy, she's been coming for a long time as well too, but yes, it is no secret. Talent is definitely hard to acquire and retain. So having a consistent, reliable group that comes every day, Monday through Friday, has been refreshing.
When we first started, they were figuring us out. We were figuring out what to do, how we were going to do it. Tyler coming here from Aspiro, leading the group was a huge help, and it just made the transition easy. And then our employees embraced the Aspiro group being here.
Yeah, we totally make them feel like they're a Meadowcraft employee, even though they aren't. We have food trucks, picnics. We include them in on all of that stuff, and really enjoy having them here. And I think they appreciate it as well. I know I heard from Joe or somebody that, because we were the first ones, they were all like, I want to go work at Meadowcraft. I want to go work at Meadowcraft. So I think the excitement was real.
One of the other things we do is we take people to Paul's Pantry. And Paul's Pantry is one of the largest food pantries in Northeast Wisconsin. It's huge. They send things all over. And they have a lot of volume of product. And Aspiro goes and volunteers there every week. We have been doing that for 15 years. So when Paul's Pantry found out that we were doing hunting and fishing outings, one of their managers is Rick Roll, who's a very prominent hunter safety instructor, and who's worked with us and has a really close relationship with Aspiro. So when Wings Over Wisconsin came to us and said, we wanna do, potentially sponsor these hunts for you, we went to Rick Roll and we said, how can we safely make this happen? And Rick has worked with us every step of the way. It started around 6 years ago. We started the serious conversations, and we found 2 of our clients who had been through hunter safety, and they had already been certified to go hunting. But we went with Rick up to Rick's house, and Rick helped, kind of retrain everybody, make sure everybody was going to be safe, and then was one of our first mentors that sat with our first 2 hunters who, you will meet the 2 that you met, Casey and Austin, who were our first 2 hunters, and that was 2018 that happened. So they went and they sat at Don and Michelle's ranch, the same place that we were at, and they were able to shoot their first 2 deer, with one of them Rick mentoring, and the other one was a different Aspiro staff that mentored. But those 2 were really the first 4 years ago, and it all started from again, conversations that happened because we were out and we were, trying to meet people, and that's really what Building Full Lives is all about. It's about meeting people, having conversations, and then kind of connecting the community with these people who have a lot of capability, have a lot of passion, have the same sorts of things that everyone else has, and just maybe haven't had the opportunity. In seeing the capability and the things that have come from just people working in a different setting. There's a lot of, you walk through the halls here, and you can look at everybody that's working here. There's a lot of capability here. There's a lot of great work that gets done here. And it's not that much different than what's done out in the community, but the difference is that the community is seeing it, the community is recognizing it. And again, it's really a story of capability and independence, and what that can mean for somebody.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Suffix and VMC Hooks.
Safety still on. Leading up to the hunt, we took Todd to go to Rick's to go shoot the rifle, the 243, and he was kind of a little hesitant at first about it, wasn't sure what to think about it. Then he was, his grouping was really good on the target, and so he thought that was a good time. Then we went to go shoot again, and he was ready to go. He's like, yeah, okay, good enough. And so then, shortly after the second target shoot, then is when we had the hunt scheduled. So then we, went to the Porterfield Trophy Whitetails. Don drove us out in the UTV to go to the stand, and Don was kind of just telling us just the beauty of being out there and running his ranch, and joking with us a whole bunch, and just kind of seeing where Todd's level was, kind of handing him the binoculars, and seeing what he sees, and what does he think. And
I can see those trees. There's a bunch of trees lying over on the side to see. Let's see. Here, get back. I don't see it's just trees over there. Trees over there.
it's probably around 4 o'clock, I think, when we saw the one buck come, and there was a pod of them that came.
It's right on the high shot. That for the safe job? Should I shoot? No?
To the left. We take that one too. Yeah. Oh, wait,
Take the safety off. Take the safety off.
This one's big as that. The one all the way to the left now.
Take your time. Take your time.
Then get it. He's down there. Is he wounded?
No, that's a different one.
He's not wounded, is he?
No.
Oh, what is he standing?
I don't know.
Maybe get this one. I might hit him, though. Maybe.
That's a different deer.
He took a confident shot, and it was the craziest thing. Like, all the other deer split off, and then the buck was just standing there for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. It seemed like forever. And so then, you know, because, you know, Todd's like, yo, what should we do? And like, we're like, just hold on, like, keep barrel up in case, you know, turns the broadside again, take a second shot. Well, I never like really turned for him, maybe its head, but then like it laid down and then his neck up for a while, you know. And Don's like, okay, it's, you know, half an hour, it's like 4:30, that's, you know, let's go finish it off. And so finished it off, and even if it would have ran off, it, you know, would have been hard to find the blood trail because the thing is they're bleeding right from the inside. Yeah, then, you know, Todd got, it's like, yeah, good. And,
Nope, not yet.
smile, Todd. Look here. Todd, look here, buddy.
Okay, all right. Get up.
Todd got to help load up the deer onto the cart, and they pull it away. And then, you know, so whenever I see him now at the job site, I call him the deer slayer. So he gets a little chuckle out of that. But yeah, he says he wants to go out again. So I think he had a really good time, and I think that got him out of his comfort zone a little bit to experience that as well.
We at Aspiro don't really focus on what someone's issue is or what their disability is. We want to focus on the things they can do and their abilities. And, you know, in Todd's case, he's had some definite struggles and reasons why, you know, socially he doesn't feel comfortable. But in this setting, you know, we've gotten to see him open up and really kind of overcome that stuff. And so, unfortunately, pretty much all of our clients have their entire life of somebody telling them that they've got something that's going to stop them from doing things. And we want to try to figure out how to tell them that, no, you can do it. It's 100% what, you know, our sort of philosophy is here.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Rapala and Mountain Dew.
You know, it's companies like Aspiro and their staff who are willing to be creative to reintroduce individuals with disabilities back into the outdoors. Kudos to them for going the extra mile to make these opportunities happen. And a big thank you to Wings Over Wisconsin and Porterfield's Trophy Whitetails for creating this opportunity and helping to make Todd's dream come true. Now, we hope that you'll join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the U.S., around Canada, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Matthews Archery and Vortex Optics. Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Mission Crossbows and HHA Sports.